What's up, YouTube? Gaming Math Teacher here with another Out of the Park 26 challenge. Looking at the Curse of the Billy Goat. But before we get started, I do want to kind of address what I would like to do with this channel. I am an active math teacher. I work at a high school. I teach primarily Algebra 1 and Geometry, geometry being my favorite right now. But we use illustrative math when we do this live stream, or when we do these lessons. So what I'd like to do, part of this is actually record some of these lessons for those out there that need help going through illustrative, don't like how their teacher is teaching it. I would love to start recording some of those lessons, uploading to this channel as well. Really buying into the idea of the gaming math teacher, of teaching math as well as gaming. Along that same thing, a couple other series I'm looking at, kind of once I'm in the thick of this one, I'd like to start playing different games. When college football comes out, I plan on doing dynasties for that. I can do some Ultimate Team if people are interested in seeing that. I am no money spent when it comes to that, as well as I primarily play offline. I'm not a big online player. So you could watch videos of grinding, focusing on the offline content. Is it worth it? Is it not? As well as telling some stories about some of my favorite college players. Being born and raised in Iowa, I am a Hawkeye fan. So being able to tell some stories about growing up watching the Hawkeyes, because that is what I'm planning to do for my first dynasty, is an Iowa one, giving them an actually good offense for the first time in my adult lifetime. Along with looking at 2K, looking at Madden, different series you guys would be interested to see. I am a Suns fan also to dig into that, so this whole Kevin Durant situation going on, looking at doing a NBA 2K build. Where would you trade Kevin Durant? See if I can fix the Suns. Other than that, I like playing strategy games. I have Football Manager I'm looking to get into, or back into. But stuff you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe also if you have a chance. And with that kind of out of the way, let's look at getting into this third episode. And we stopped last time at the All-Star break, kind of just losing that season series to the Cardinals, sitting us right in third place, 16 games back of the Astros, who are just an unbelievable team right now. We can just see just the level of power their lineup has. It's super right-handed heavy, but it's Bagwell, Kent, Biggio, Hidalgo's playing great. Pitching-wise, Oswalt's incredible, Clemens incredible, Pettit's pitching well, Tim Redding's pitching well. Their bullpen of Octavio Dotel, Brad Lidge, Dan Maselli, and Mike Myers all pitching very well. Kind of put us behind. Again, right now Roger Clemens leading with 13 wins. All their pitchers majorly over 500. Batting-wise, Lance Berkman, it's not in the starting lineup. I wonder if he got hurt. Yeah, he's currently out 5 more weeks. He got hurt, not too long ago. So he has been playing really well. That would make sense why we see Biggio on left, not at second. Actually, he's a pretty good left fielder. Also on the Cardinals being ahead of us, another good offense, Scott Rowland, far deserving Hall of Famer. Edgar Renteria, such interesting shortstop. Pujols might be one of the greatest players to ever live. Again, you can see it in 350 with 27 homers, just unbelievable. Jim Edmonds, incredibly defensive center fielder and can hit a little bit. Reggie Sanders, a weird player. I don't know why he's their starting right fielder, but has good speed. Just not doing great this year. Tony Womack, John Mabry, Yadi Molina, super young Yadi, 21 years old, I believe, in his rookie season. Chris Carpenter, 29 years old, Matt Morris, Dan Herron, Cal Eldred. Pitching staff not doing great, but Isringhauser's good out of the pen. Ray King's good out of the pen. So definitely a threat. Digging into us, how we're kind of sitting. Zambrano's been our best pitcher. He's actually been on fire. He's pitching to in our next game, most likely. 23 years old, is currently leading our team with a 2.9 ERA over 16 games. Again, tied with Pryor with the most wins at 9. Hitting a 2.9 ERA is just insane. Sub 3 in this era is unheard of. Zambrano doing it at 23 years old just hammers in that he's going to be here for a long time if he can keep it up. Also, again, Mark Pryor, our ace, 9-7, had some bad luck early on in the season. Again, with a great ERA plus to have those 7 losses, just not getting some run support in his games. Also on a super cheap contract. I think we have, yeah, he's not even arbitration eligible. He's just currently resigning. He's not going anywhere, so he'll be here for a long time. Kerry Wood's having a rough year, 4-7, slightly above average ERA plus, but 4.59. You'd like to see him cut that down. His biggest issue right now, 41 walks, almost 4 a game, not striking out as much as he should, and getting pretty unlucky in BABIP. And then the two lefties of the bat, Glenn and Rush is kind of a stopgap starter right now. Somebody who's definitely going to be moved after this year. He is a free agent. Don't plan on bringing him back. Not pitching great. About the same type of thing as Kerry Wood, just not getting the strikeouts, not walking anybody. But again, just another one, not a whole lot there. He's a good locker room guy. Happy to stick around as a lefty in the rotation. Nothing special. Cliff Lee, for those who know, Cliff Lee is one of my favorite players of all time. Kind of at an up and down year. Started as a reliever. Kind of pitching average. Very unlucky on the BABIP right now. Super control. 3 good pitches. Like his kind of upside here. Let's just do this quick and fix his pitcher. Right. Oh, Cliff Lee is not on. Oh, I'm under managers, aren't I? I am. Try this again. Oh, Cliff. I'm going to guess W. Lee? That is not Cliff W. Lee. It's Cliff P. Lee. That would be the Cliff Lee that we know. On the other side, we have Michael Young, kind of a leading hitter right now. In my opinion, was a great trade for us. If we look at this, let's look at our history. Again, was traded along with Francisco Cordero, who I've probably going to flip here pretty soon. For Moises Alou, got off his contract. Ricky Nolasco, who currently is still in AAA and pitching almost a 70 ERA in AAA. So don't miss him at all. Along that same thing, whoops. Casey McGee, this is kind of a big one I didn't want to trade, but I kind of ended up having to moving to a catcher. Sitting currently in AAA, 61 OPS, so again, not mad at him going either. Moises Alou, the biggest loss, but I got off his contract. That was my biggest idea. Let's get his pitcher in here as well. I think it's Michael D. Young, if I remember right. It is not. Michael B. Young, that makes more sense. Corey Patterson, again, just having such a great year. Started the year great for us, continues to play well. 16 homers, 124 OPS plus. Being a plus defender, probably ends up moving to left field after this year, trying to find a better center fielder. Todd Hollinsworth is another surprise for me. Somebody I didn't have a lot of hope for. Starting the year, actually ends up being a very good left fielder defensively for us. 123 OPS plus, almost a 3 WAR, halfway on pace for a 4.5 WAR season. 30 home runs, just shy of 100 RBIs. Yeah, just can't ask much more of it. It looks like, yeah, we'll end up former Rookie of the Year player. Paid a little more than I'd like to at 31, but can't argue with the results right now. Home run wise, Sammy Sosa. Just crushed him on 22 so far on pace for 41. 120 OPS plus. Again, 4.5 WAR season. Not the same player as he once was. Still getting paid a lot of money. But for those that missed earlier in the season, I did give him 3 more years of declining contract just to have him retire a Cub. I don't want to see Sammy go anywhere else. My goal, if you look at his batting stats here for a career, I want to see if we can break 600 with him as a Cub. You can see he's been a Cub since 92. I believe this contract puts him through 08. 38 years. Potentially can get up there. RBI 65 for him, again, leading us. Tom Goodwin's bench outfielder getting some stolen bases. Yeah, kind of same type of faces all the way through. Uh, Bullpens where I really think we're struggling. If we look at our pitching, this is at the All-Star break here. I'm probably going to make a trade. Francisco Cordero, really well rated. A lot of good ideas. Not great control. But you can see super unlucky on BABIP right now, which means he most likely responds, but I'm not going to count on that right now. On pace for just above a 1 WAR season, almost 6 ERA, 15 points worse than league average in ERA plus. And if we looked at the end of the last episode, there were some really interesting trade offers for him. So just looking just straight up, not retaining any money. We can see guys like Carlos Lee being here, who's a great hitting outfielder, who's having a 121 OPS year. Paul Konerko is a great first baseman. Unfortunately, you just don't need one. BJ Surhoff has been a good catcher this year. Sidney Ponson, a good pitcher, not played well. And again, I'm not editing these videos for those that have watched, kind of, just because I want you to see my thought process going through this. Arthur Rhodes having a great year. Being a little older, but playing much better is a potential. Barry Zito, Mark Mulder, bunch of guys. Shiggy's still there. Jay Hildebrand has a good career. Hideo Nomo, Jeremy Giambi. I don't see anyone else that's really jumping out to me. Tom Glavine's not doing great this year. You can go Isringhauser, steal from the division rival, but I think if I do that, Cordero ends up pitching well. So I think my two biggest options are towards the top here. Looking at Carlos Lee is interesting. Just kind of going through some of these in-season stats. Paul Konerko has just been unbelievable again this year. But we don't need a first base, and Derek Lee is a long-term first base for me. Along that same path, just looking at people who stand out. Arthur Rhodes is the biggest one. He's paid a little more, but he is a lefty. He's having a great year, even on a not a great BABIP, almost a 300 ERA plus. On pace for almost 50 saves. Not a good locker room dude. 2 good pitches. Everything on paper says he shouldn't be doing well. Let's see if I can retain some money here and get some better options. Gonna outlove this 4.8 next year. We do get Damaso Marte, who's an interesting reliever, who's having a decent year. Urga Thurbina is another good closer. Very similar in the same mold, just having much better luck. I just don't. I might wait to see if he spins it around by the All-Star break. I don't think he's here next year. Ted Lilly ends up being a Cub later in his career. I love Ted Lilly as a Cub. But right now, there's no offers. I just, as a personal preference, is my favorite player of all time. I got to get Griffey's pitcher in there. It's just wrong to not have it in here. Yeah, it fits. He's a red jersey, too. Oh, Mike Sweeney. Man, there's just not that many interesting offers. Dave Roberts, featured, in my opinion, one of the best managers in baseball. Scott Pasednik. There's nobody I can't say no to. Isringhauser is another interesting one, but I just, at this point, I think I'm going to hold on to Cordero. I think, see if we can figure it out. There's not enough movement there. See if we can get the BABIP down. It's almost 400 right now. Super unlucky. With a good defensive team, I'm going to hold out hope there. Other than that, you look, Will Oman brought him up. Kind of let him pitch through. He's got a couple good pitches, good stuff. Also being pretty unlucky, 300 BABIP. Walking way more than he should. See if he can improve this control. Probably going to be something to work on the offseason for him. Farnsworth's been great. Remlinger's been great. Scott Williams has been very good. Rincon, since coming in, 6 innings, sub 2 ERA. Joe Borowski's struggling, but he's kind of more of a long relief. Throw it when we need it. Batting-wise, Charles Johnson just not been what we've asked of him. Thinking that gap power of the eye is going to help drive in some doubles in this ballpark, and it's just not. He is playing good catcher, so he kind of sticks around as that. Arama's been super disappointing this year. Somebody I think is one of our best players. Has not been good defense. Has been almost a negative one WAR player so far. He's not hitting the ball well. Getting paid too much to send down to get it figured out. So let's see if he can figure out as the season goes on. Other names: Tom Goodwin's utility runner. Alex Gonzalez is a defensive shortstop. Preston Wilson, somebody I brought in, another trade with the Rockies I made. Good character, good utility defender. Just not hitting the ball well. Actually, since coming here, he's hitting the ball much better than he did in Colorado, which is interesting. Derek Lee given some grace in 31 games so far. Not doing the greatest, about average hitting, just coming back from injury, see if he can get stuff figured out. But Aubrey Huff, just such a godsend coming in. Traded with Tampa Bay for him. I believe this was one of my more rich trades. Let's see if I can find where I did it. Aubrey Huff, and they're keeping some of his money. That was a LaTroy Hawkins deal. So giving up LaTroy Hawkins, who's got a 7 ERA this season, and Lionel Perez, who, if you look, has no 5 movement, 1 home runs allowed, 7 control, 1 pitch. Not going to be a pitcher at all. I don't know why they have him as a pitcher. He actually has potential at other positions. He's a good catcher, actually, but can't hit. So I think he's just kind of going to be a guy that never makes the league. LaTroy Hawkins, just somebody I saw writing on the wall. We threw him in as a starter. He's been actually very good. As a starter, not 7-game starter for Tampa as well. Almost a 300 ERA plus. On pace for a very good year. That was just with us, he was terrible. Yeah, and he's actually had a couple good. Last 3 starts have been as a starter. So, but again, $6 million for a 31-year-old. I don't hate losing for Aubrey Huff, who's 27 in the prime. $3.2 million. They're retaining some money of that too, and just tearing the cover off the baseball. 141. So much so that, let's go back to the lineup here. Aubrey Huff not playing every day, which is annoying. He is our DH right now. Problem is he's kind of could be a right fielder. That's where Sosa's at. Who actually plays a good left field too. The problem, that's where Hollinsworth is at, and Hollinsworth can't really play anywhere else. Could play center, but that's where Patterson's at, who's hitting well. So we're kind of a log jam right now. Trying to figure out where to fit Aubrey Huff in. I think after this year it gets easy because I don't plan on bringing Hollinsworth back. He actually could be an interesting trade bait at this point. So let's try doing that here. He's having a good year. See if we can sell high on him. Oh, any interesting arms maybe? Matt Stairs, not an arm. Olerud. Brian Jordan would be an interesting outfielder. Great defense. Would not. I don't really want to bring in an outfielder because that's what I'm trading him for, is to find a spot to get Aubrey Huff in. Oh, Jose Hernandez, second baseman, no. Russell Branyan, no. Glavin's having a bad year, 4-12. Woody Williams, no. I don't trade in division for this stuff, especially somebody's having a good year. So let's see if I can work on a pitcher. Is there a prospect that I don't have high hopes for that has some trade value? Oh, Joey Gaithright I traded for as his defensive upside. And he's doing really well in Double-A at 23. Could sell high on him. Let's see if he improves any offers. I don't really see a path for him coming in either. Joel Pinheiro, however you pronounce it. Good control guy, no great pitches. Oh, Glavin. Chris Benson, Woody Williams. Matt Wise having a decent year, 2.80 ERA. Let's see if we can retain. I'll skip this first one. Retain some salary if that gets any better. Bring Matt Clement back, who's not having a good year. Bob Howry's being actually really good. .67 in 40 innings. That's tempting. Carl Pavano, 5 ERA. Oh, nothing here jumping out to me other than that. 5 years of 2.8. I think I have to go with Bob Howry, 30 years old, pretty cheap, good curveball. 7.17 ERA plus, just insane. In 28 games, 40 innings. Just gets ground balls, looks like. But he's got extreme fly ball tendency. Let's see if we have his pitching stats. Oh. This year. There's a ground ball percentage on that list. Expand pitching stats 1. Here we go. Ground out percent. Oh, 0.41. It's about half the balls. Let's see if I can go Bob Howry and bring some of this money down. Let's take the full retain off. So they're interested in this. Okay, let's take Joey Gaither right out. They're interested in this. Will they keep some money? They might keep his whole contract if we're not careful. Yeah, they'll keep that whole contract. So let's see if there's anything else we want. Randy Wells. Kuzmanov. Problem is this Guardian team is just terrible when it comes to prospects. Like Tony Sipp is, Ramson Trino I got rid of, and he's not been good. Franklin Gutierrez, Kevin Kuzmanov. There's just nothing interesting. Franklin Gutierrez, kind of. I doubt this would work. Yeah. Let's just do this. We'll get a reliever for free. And I can move Hollinsworth. It opens up a spot for our guys. Howry moves in, which means Borowski. Actually, Ullman can go down. And is there any minor leaguers that need to come up right now? Soto's playing really well. 109. Ryan Ludwig, 153. I might bring Ryan Ludwig up. Dempster's just, he's pitching so well, but I just don't see striking out a lot of guys. Let's bring 283. Let's bring Ludwig up. He's earned it. In that case, let's do staff and bullpen. I like this. Over here, staff-wise, yeah. Lineup this should make Aubrey Huff an everyday player, and it does not. Puts Preston Wilson in left. I do not like that. Oh, it's because he can't play left. Did not think that through. Put Sammy in left. Let's do that. If we put him in left field, Aubrey Huff goes to right. Derek Lee goes to that. Could be he's not doing well because he's leading off, which I don't love. But yeah, that works better. Sosa sits in left. Aubrey Huff gets to be in right. Yeah, we're going to go with that. See if that changes some things. Good for Chipper. Richard Hidalgo, good for him. And we are now into the series with Milwaukee. Let's look at our kind of 38-48. It should be a game we win. If we look at this matchup, Pryor is on the bump. We win in extras 4-3. 11-0 next game with, was that Zambrano pitching, looks like. Oh, Kerry Wood. 7 innings, 6 strikeouts, only 1 hit, 2 hits total. Glad I didn't send him down because he just had a nice, clean ninth. Got on their pitchers early. Why are we skipping Zambrano's start? I'm not sure unless we're saving for the end of the series. A 5-1 win. Yeah, for some reason they jumped Rush up. I don't know if it was lefty matchup. Yeah, Rush and Farnsworth. Rush went 7, gave 7 hits, 9 Ks. Only 1 run, though. 105 pitches. Farnsworth got the save, pitching 2. Got Burbo, who's 1-7. Sosa kind of turning it around here. Now he's playing left. Aubrey Huff still playing well. Yeah, sweep of the series. Zambrano, another win. Gave up 3 this time. Hurts his ERA a little bit. 2 hits, 3 runs. Had some walk issues. Gave up a homer. Remlinger and Farnsworth did their job. Howery shut the door. It's 2 games for us. 2 innings. Haven't given up a run yet. All right, now we have 2-game stretch against St. Louis before we head to Cincinnati. St. Louis, again, 5 games up on us. See if we can steal a couple here. Ooh, big 6-5 win. Oh, let's see. Brandon Looper, which is okay. And Brian Walker, which is nothing. Joey Konorka, nothing. Ryan Garko, somebody I'm not moving. Oh, maybe I will. His defense is worse than I thought it was. Offensive, but he's doing well in Double-A. I think he. And Joey Gaither, no, there's no chance. Oh my goodness, Joey. 24 OPS. Joey, you're getting that. Wow. Reject that. But Joey Gaither, holy cow, at 24 OPS. Let's see if I can flip him for anything interesting. We'll go all players for now. Oh, there's some arms here, some minor league guys. Henry Blanco is an older catcher. What's his defense look like? Actually really good. Mike Stanton is an older reliever. Average year. And nothing jumps out to me. Can I flip him for a prospect? I know he's a little older, but any young guy that has a name value. Not really. You might be a throw-in. Do I have any older AAA guys that making too much money? Russ Johnson. See if I can flip these 2 together for a prospect. Ooh, those numbers went down. Let's see if I can flip them for anything. Bruce Chen, Mike Stanton still getting offered. Tom Wilson, John Vanderwall. Yeah, that's just nothing. Russ John, yeah, it's no trades there. All right, so let's jump ahead here. Give me a second. There we go. And supposed to see St. Louis, who didn't gain anything really back on them. Now a 2-game stretch against Cincinnati, which just behind us, about 9 games back. Should be a sweep if we can take it. We have Kerry Wood and Zambrano going. Kerry Wood, 14-2 win. Actually, we're jumping to Glenn and Rushkin. I don't know why they don't make him a 3rd start. They're just going to keep jumping. 14, just 2 dominant outings against Cincinnati. 14-2, 14-1. Aram is starting to hit better. Derek Lee still struggling. Aubrey Huff had just been the meat order. Sosa doing better, up to 26 homers. Charles Johnson just not acceptable as a catcher. Who is our backup catcher? Paul LaDuca. Why is he not starting? His defense is fine. You are going to be the catcher if I can help it, Paul. There we go. We're going to see if this works. Oh, Charles Johnson. Is Charles Johnson even a good defensive? He's a good defensive catcher. He might stay up to that. Oh, because Gio Soto's getting close to being called up. On that, catcher-wise here, Paul Baco's not coming anywhere near a major league team. Negative 46 OPS plus in AAA. Donnie Leone, a little better. Ryan Garco right now is sitting at AA and raking at AA. Did get a stint to the majors. Didn't play poorly. He might be the next guy that comes up, actually. Let's do that. Ryan Garco to AAA. Paul Baco. Keep working your way down. 1-8 loss. Leduc for 3 is not a good look after I just brought him in. As Zambrano gave up a bad start there. But again, going against Philly was a good team. 2-0 loss. I'm okay with trading Terrio, but for Jeff Nelson, who's having an above average year, even with a bad BABIP, on a cheap contract, 5 ERA, a lot of walks, yeah, not with that, no. That's a no, we already said too. Sweep by Phillies, killer, beat Milwaukee. No, I don't like that. Trying to get Sergio Mitri from me, who's pitching well in AAA. But these are just not... Actually, that's a pretty good reliever. It's a righty, though. 2-pitch reliever, no. I'll see if what I can get for this, though. He's got some trade value, Alex. Sealy in 10 innings has been good. Mike DeJean's been good over 47 innings. He's actually not even lucked out for BABIP either. That's tempting as a righty. Kent Merker. Nothing there jumps out to me. And 6 at-bats. Wrigley's been good. Josh Bart, I don't think he's no defense. Nothing. Joe Randa's been good. Been very good, actually. 122 OPS plus. Plays a good third base. Nothing there. Nothing there. Definitely nothing there. 20 at-bats, not worth it. Oh, Brian Jordan again shows up. Jimmy Haynes pitching well for the rival Reds. Pete Walker. Here's another 6 innings. Just not a big enough sample size for a 10th inning. Tom Martin's a lefty, isn't he? Yeah. Nothing there, though. 22 innings. Eichstein. Asian? Maybe. Here we go. Elite stuff and control. 3 good pitches. Has been 2,046 ERA plus this year in 41. That's just bonkers. Brian Skorowski might be the option. I'm going to come back to that unless somebody else scares me into the offer. Joey Hamilton. Yeah, that's wow. This is a deal I cannot decline. He's getting lucky with BABIP, but even if that cuts in half, that's still an insane season. He's just, I'm going to throw hard and fast and good luck hitting it. Because he does not get movement, but he throws hard and he can control it. Will they retain some of that money? Will they retain all that money? Yeah, they'll keep him for free. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I could have went for a prospect looking at their team. None of these guys have been included, and they're just... Sergio Mitri, just such an interesting dude. Having a really good year in AAA, but why? Like, there's nothing rating-wise that says he should be good, other than the extreme ground ball fact. But I mean, if you look, this is one of the best relievers I've ever seen. Which means I look here. Bob Howery's struggling since we acquired him, but we'll see if he figures it out. Joe Borowski. Cordero still unlucky. Yeah, it's getting better. These guys have starter stamina. I might do this. Borowski to AAA. Refuses to be a... Fine. I'll do that. And this. Okay, you both get waived then. If they don't want them, they can have them. Because now the two guys that can come in. If he doesn't pitch as well, that's fine. I'm willing to take a chance on that. Dempster's, he's still been good. Yeah, 167. What's Sean Marshall look like? 164. He's 21 though. Let him sit a little more. Dempster's getting paid already. All right, I like that. I think that improves us. Brian Sikorsky, like in real life, was never that good. He was in 2000, then didn't get called up again. But for some reason, like, and it's not minuscule innings. It's 41 innings. And he's extreme fly ball, which shouldn't make sense in New York. But good character. I'm not going to complain about it. We, I think, get one of the best relievers in baseball right now based on those stats. And let's see if we lose probably the next 4 by giving up tons of run by the bullpen. 1-9. Pitcher claimed rush. That's fine. I don't have any need for him. And they got that basically contract off me, that cheap contract. But like I said, 113 ERA plays is not bad, but I don't need him. Let's see. Looking at a trade block, anyone interesting? Angels or sellers? Tim Salmon, too old. Richie Sexton's an interesting first baseman. Man, BJ Surhoff bats have been there, but he just didn't have position for me. Johnny Damon at 30. Not actually playing as well as he should. Bruins Lonic, they're trying to flip. I traded them. Carlos Guillen would be a great shortstop. On an expiring. Maybe. We'll see what I can do for that, maybe. Unless somebody else jumps out. Okay, Carlos Beltran. On an expiring, but he's a type A, so I can get a draft pick out of him. Let's see if I can do this. So we'll start with Corey Patterson. And that can get done. Let's go with some prospects first before I give anyone good. Garcos, no. Joey Gaithright. And that puts some more names on here. How about Terrio too? What if I keep some of Patterson's money? If I keep all of Patterson's money. You want words? I'm okay giving up words. Let's move these guys. Take off the retain. They want words. Well, they retain. They will. They'll retain a lot. I mean, that's, yes. That's the steal of the century. Because now if we look at our team, organization, Beltran slides right in. And this is just insane. That just makes our best center fielder. Wow. Like, and then we can do this. I mean, I don't have enough money. Let's do this. I mean, 9-year deal for this guy is just insane. I can flip that. He deserves it every bit. And I can move some money around too next year if I need to. Pitching wise, doesn't change anything. Could always go to a pitcher here. Continue trade deadline day. All right, kind of let the clock pause here. All right, so if we look at this, looking for a pitcher. See if I can get one more start here to kind of lock down the rotation. Oh, again, we know looking at this, Johnny Damon would be cool. Carlos Lee would be cool, but not what I need. Trent Hubbard's still on here. I'm looking for a starter that's on the block that shouldn't be. Carlos Guillen would boost that shortstop position. We'll look at that maybe if I don't find a starter I like. Adrian Beltre would be cool, but no. No, I got Hideo Nomo's having a better year than he should. Oh, there's not a lot of starters on the market right now. Jose Vidro. Dustin Hermanson. Matt Morris. Mark Hendrickson. Tino. Freddie McGriff. I'll lose on the block because, of course, he is. EY. Yeah, let's see if we can move this for the shortstop. Carlos Guillen. What does his contract look like? 5.5. Expiring. Let's go with my active roster first. Might as well go 1 for 1. Alex Gonzalez. They'll just do 1 for 1. Would they keep money? What is going on here? Yeah, I'm going to do that 100%. Like, I didn't plan on being buyers. It just kind of worked out because now I have a good 2-hitter. Puts Beltran the 4, Sammy the 5. Like, yeah. We just got so much better. Carlos Guillen, almost 130 OPS. Plays good shortstop defense, better second baseman probably, but yes. Todd Walker shouldn't be my second baseman. Why is Michael Young not starting? Unless are they? Oh, he's at first base right now for some reason. Set position, second base. That's better. They're doing a right-left switch. Actually, he does kill lefties. Weird. But okay. Michael Young kills. Right, they have reverse splits. Alright, that's all the offers I'm going to be able to make. Yeah. Is there anything I'm missing here? No. No. No? I don't think I missed anything important. No, I didn't. Alright. Rookie of the month for somebody. Yeah, it makes sense. Would not have pitched him as a rookie, but since coming here again, he's not been the same. He's only pitched 1 inning. But he's still been very good. We'll see what happens with him. I mean, I expect to go on a big run here. Looking standing-wise, we're 2 games back to the Cardinals. That's something we got to take. Man, Sean Marshall moving his way off the minors, too. Sean Gallagher is getting there. Marmol has been very good in A-ball. Matt Diaz, of course, had a little bit of stint in the majors. Right now he's in AAA. Doing well. Soto's doing... our prospects are doing good, too. Yes, please. Should be a sweep here at Colorado. They were sellers. And we lose. Of course we do. Okay, we got Beltran, which is awesome. Boosts our significance. And he's just such a good player. And we are losing some games we should not lose. Joe Borowski still refuses to go to minors. What's his contract? 1.8. Let's just trade him. Oh, that's right. We're after the deadline. He's been okay this year, but I'll pay the money. I just want him off. Let's spread it for now. I'll take the hit. Man, we were losing. I mean, San Francisco, I forgot that's Bonds. But man, that's killing us in this wild card race. Yeah, it puts us 5 games back now. We got to sweep some people here. San Diego needs to be a sweep. Oh, drops another one. Still sitting 5 games back. LA. Okay, beating the Dodgers. Ryan Dempster, 24 ERA. He just, yeah. Cordero still can't get that under a 4 ERA. You're killing me, man. But Dempster, yeah, I gave you a shot. Yeah. Ryan Dempster. 3 games. Just getting smacked around. He might end up being a quadruple A player here. And he refused to be demoted. Dude. I don't want to waive him, though, and lose him for nothing. Do I have any bullpen guys that are struggling? Bob Howery. He's going to refuse it, too. Yep. Farnsworth will refuse it. Cordero's going to refuse it. Oh, he's got to... I mean, Dempster, 24 ERA is just unbelievably bad. And I like him, but At that, I can get off $3 million if I do this, if somebody gets him. Which leads us now, okay, who's the starter that comes up? Sean Marshall. In 7 games at AAA has been very good. Has some elite stuff. Will Ullman could come back up. Let's go Sean Marshall. Let's give him a call up here. I like that limited pitchers. See what he can do. Get a guy sweep. Oh my goodness, we're just dropping bad games. There we go. We got 2 from Houston at least. Did Preston just no. There we go. We're taking some from Milwaukee now. 15-4. 6. That is how we do it. Because I'm sure those Milwaukee games actually are huge. Puts us 3 games in the wild card. But now we're stuck playing 88-win Houston. But we do get top of our rotation. 4-9 loss. Dempster does not get claimed. Refused to be demoted. Oh, how am I going to do this? I know we're past the trade deadline. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be on a Major League roster. But he refuses to go to AAA. I can game this system. I mean, I doubt he's going to let me demote him, but yeah. We'll game the system again. We'll designate him. Bring him back. He's going to be a bullpen guy. Okay. There we got 1, 2, 3 of 4 from Houston is huge in our standings. Rincon, since coming here, has been good. 26 games, 12 innings. What do you want for our extension? I don't have money for an extension right now. So I gotta lose some money next year, which we'll work on this offseason. Yeah, of course Benito does. Revlinger. Like to bring him back, probably not. Gradowskian. Montreal, we gotta steal a couple. Oh my goodness, we're just getting robbed here. Alright, we've reached September for the September call-ups. Another loss to Montreal, just, oh goodness. We can get up to 40 players in the active roster at this point. So Goodwin will come back. Who else deserves to come up? Matt Diaz has been good. Garco's catching. What do we got for arms here? Russ Johnson's been good. Is there anyone here that's been special? Joey Gaithright, 58 OPS plus at AAA, but he's a good runner. He should never bat, but as a runner, he's okay. Will Ullman's potential, not bad as an arm. Sorry, AAA, just getting rated, but welcome to minor league baseball. Pitching, fix that bullpen. Got a bunch of lefties. Dempster is not a starter, but they're gonna try to send him. Well, whatever. See if he figures it out. Ideally, I like Marshall more in that spot, but if they work him as a reliever, I'm okay with that too. Lineup wise, they better not even change anything. They don't. We just have Gaither as a runner. Wilson Goodwin as a runner. Charles Johnson should never see the field. Garco, Matt Diaz is going to be a nice bench bat. We're still struggling to beat bad teams. Oh, we swept Florida. We'll get Montreal again. Actually, I don't even know. Paul Duke, another one. Probably going to bring you back next year. We got to figure out some money first. Oh, let's look at some standings right now. Pennant Chase. East is kind of a two-team race. Oh, I don't want to schedule preview. Regular season. Montreal is right behind us in the wild card race right now. We're still 5 games back at the Cardinals. Oof, I don't love that. We got to get some games here, though. There we go. There's a sweep of Montreal. That's huge. But Cardinals just keep winning. Okay, Florida. They're eliminated. They're not good. This needs to be a sweep. And oh, we lost. But we're 2 games back. It's going to be us and Cardinals for this wild card spot. Yeah, Pittsburgh now is the worst team in our division, and we lost. In 11. Oh, what did you believe? It's Cordero again. Like, this has been the worst trade I've made yet. Like, I would take that back 10 times out of 10. Like, that's annoying. And we lost 2 to them. Which puts us 3.5 games back. We got to sweep Cincinnati. 13-8, 2-8, 8-3. Now they have Rumlinger starting. Because Dempster was so bad. Why not go Sean Marshall? He's been good to start the year. But what do I know? Pittsburgh. Let's look at the Pennant Chase here. Oh, I don't want my schedule preview. We're 6 games back. We can't. 8 is the magic number. Yeah, that just does it. Choked at the end. Can't beat Cincinnati here at the end. Yeah, it's super disappointing. I thought our buyers were big, but just our bullpen, Cordero let us down. Just a guy that he's not going to be here next year. He's going to save us so much money just getting rid of him. And just a heartbreaking season. Beltran got 30-30. Oh, that's just disappointing. We'll just kind of jump it. We'll look at the playoff coverage here. Look at the tree. Guardians sweep the A's. Red Sox sweep the Yankees. National League, come on, Astros and Cardinals. Cardinals knock off the 1-seeded Astros. Giants, Cardinals. Cardinals take game 1. And we get to see our draft class coming up here. Which might be big for us, might not know. There's some international players that go in these rosters that aren't necessarily in the game. So as it kind of loads this database here, again, just a reminder, please like, subscribe, comment, see what you want to see. Any ideas you guys have what you want to see in the channel, I'd be more than happy to play Football Manager, more than happy to play NBA 2K, college football game. There will be a Dynasty on this channel once that game comes out, July 10th, I believe. Good and planning on actually doing a Pokemon playthrough, starting with Fire Red and going through all the regions. doing a full Let's Play, not randomized, not Nuzlocke, just going through, talking about the games from Kanto through all the regions, kind of leading up to Pokemon Legends ZA coming out and doing a series on that when it comes out. But now that's kind of loaded here. Draft pool's been announced. Let's see who's in this draft pool. I'm not even looking at this list here. I'm going to jump right to the draft pool. All right. Start by potential. All players. All right. One thing to see, where's our pick at? It's 22nd right now. Okay, so not going to get the elite players, but going to be able to look at some names. Michael Brantley, Ryan Braun, Jay Bruce, just bookmarking. Donovan Solano, Kendrys Morales, Sergio Romo, Dexy, Verlander, Cueto, Zimmerman, Elvis Andrews, Locane. Is a huge draft class. Joakim Soria, Tulo. Matt Joyce had a nice career. Jose Tabata. Chris Carter, who was not the Chris Carter I expected to see. I think that's a different one, but Matt Garza ended up having a nice career. Stephen Drew for the Cardinals, I think, had some time. Oh, Johnny Steve Pierce, World Series legend. Trumbombs. Chris Volstad. Chase Headley. Is this the Carlos Santana? It is, switch hitter. I did not realize he was this old. Jared Weaver. Travis Wood. Just kind of going through this. I'll put all these on a watch list, as well as same fold. Do some scouting on them just so we can get full reports. Austin Jackson had a nice career. We'll go a little bit farther. We'll go through the 40s at least. Anything after that, names are just might jump out to me. Oh, Jose Pena. Again, you might be seeing names you recognize that I'm missing. I'm not looking too close. Justin Sellers had a cup of coffee. I think that's Scott Van Slyke. Good Pirate for a couple years. His dad was very good Andy Van Slyke. I think we're going to call that good right now. I don't see any other names that are obvious to me. Yes, let's absolutely go get that guy scouted. Do a couple more scrolls here. I'd like to find one more name, but I just don't think I'm going to. Now we're going alphabetical, yeah. Alright, we'll call that good. And their names can jump out to me later. Go here, shortlist. Add default shortlist. And then we'll do this. Miscellaneous. Is shortlisted as yes. Market. Add to common watch list. Market. Request scouting report. And wonderful. Oh, my bad. Again, we'll look at these guys a lot closer here in a little bit once the off season hits. But we'll just keep looking at this playoff tree here. Looks like Sox sweep. Cardinals 4-1. 2-4-1 series. Again, as it continues, Barry Bonds cannot win the big one. Barry Bonds with 27 homers this year. 112 games. That's not right. That can't be. Okay. Super unlucky, maybe? Weird. Alright. Red Sox Cardinals. Sox 2-0, 3-0, and Red Sox sweep the World Series. And we are now into the off season. And with that, I think we're going to kind of wrap up here, do a little bit of preview into the off season, and call the video and leave the off season for episode 4. So again, just looking at what we have. New budget. I think that's going to be an increase. It doesn't really say. Oh, got some more scouting reports. Doesn't really matter. I'll go to those in a second. Top prospects currently is Matt Kemp. No, we're not going to have a good system right now. I kind of washed it. Arbitration, development facilities. So we can just see Jimmy Anderson. No, he's not going to get arbitration. Cliff Lee will. Kerry Woodrow Zambrano will. Dempster will not. Scott Williamson will. Paul Bako will absolutely not. 46 OPS plus in AAA. He's a AA player, which means he's not going to get paid over $1 million. Russ Johnson hit 400 in the majors as he came up. 31 years old. I really don't need him. These other guys, no. Farnsworth, Guillen, Preston Wilson, all good arbitration. I'd like to bring Paulo Duca back. We'll see. Remlinger and Rincon I'd like to bring back. We'll see. Minor league wise, not a lot of names that jump out to me that says, yes, I need to get him back. And I might miss somebody. But as you can see, we'll go a lot more into detail in these pending free agents in the next episode. Other things to look at. One thing I'm going to do before we leave. Francisco Cordero is getting traded. I don't care for who. I'm getting off his contract right now. Bale. Tommaso Marte is tempting. I just want this contract gone and go cheaper. Matt Miller maybe. I can't. No. Ooh. Alex Sanchez had a good year. And he's a good left fielder, and he's fast. He hits the ball with contact. Lefty bat. He's my best option so far. Angel Baroa. Aaron Gary Gael. Mark Mulder. I just know for sure I got to make a trade here. I can't take his money. Joaquin Benoit. Ari Dickey. Still no knuckleball Ari Dickey. Reed Johnson with the soul patch. Actually a good year. Robbie Alomar's terrible person self. Oh, I don't know. Andy Chavez. Heath Bell. Good reliever for a while. Kaz Matsui. El Duque. I just don't see a name that's better for me than up here. Where was he at? I don't remember what his name was now. Alex Sanchez. I mean, we're saving $9.5 million up to $45 million available money. And they're not going to send any good prospects with him, but Jair Jurgens. Just see if we can get somebody. I mean, I'm going to do this trade no matter what, but yes. I know he's a good player, but I think we got a better player back as an outfielder. All right, so key players looking at here, pitching wise. Pryor, Woods, and Brano need one more starter. Remlinger's not a starter. He's a good reliever, but I need a starter. Bullpen-wise, Ullman is not going to be a Major League roster guy, but I don't think I'm going to be able to send. Oh, I am sending it down. Dempster. That's why you're not getting tendered. Bob Howry, disappointing. Bringing him in. He's a free agent. He can walk. Lineup-wise, if we look, I mean, Aubrey, Huff, and Wright, Guillen, I'm going to try to bring back. Now I do that, actually, can I offer him a contract extension right now? No. Ugh, that sucks. I'll let him hit the market and see what happens. He was good for us. Other than that, is there another? Paul Duca would have been an interesting guy to bring back. Not a great defensive catch, but we'll see. Russ Johnson can walk. Matt Diaz is going to fill in a role. Ludwig can fill in a role. Yeah, so I really need a shortstop. So if you look at there, Carlos Delgado, the catcher, is not going to be it. But if you look first base, not great, but a good hitter. Pedro. I mean, I'm going to send some money at Pedro, see what happens. Vladdy, Clemens, Pettit, Millwood, Sheffield, J.D. Drew, Big Randy, 41-year-old Randy Johnson, who's still insanely good. Yeah, so those guys I'm going to spend some money on this summer. Noma, coming off an average season, probably getting up being a first baseman towards this part of his career, but he's going to play shortstop for me. I'm signing Nomar. He wants a lot of money. Type A, so I lose a first-round pick, but that's okay. All right, and we will be back next episode. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This has been the Gaming Math Teacher. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.